Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we'll learn some of the most useful Excel tools that will save you hours of work. So we'll cover formulas, pivot tables, conditional formatting, data validations, filters, sorting, and charts. So as you know, Microsoft Excel is one of the most powerful tools for data management. And whether you're a student, a professional, or running your own business, mastering Excel will save you time and helps you make better decisions. And in this video, so we'll explore some of the most essential Excel features that every beginner should know. Okay, so first we'll be examining functions and formulas. Excel formulas are the foundation, so let's look at a few essential. Some of the few that you need to know is plus, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Here, like that. Oops. So first, I want you to calculate, let's say, the total salary of all the employees. So first you always start with the equal, sum, and then you want to select whatever you're adding. So here's C2 to C6. Yeah. And you press enter. So here is the total salary. It applies the same with division, multiplications. So yeah. And you can also apply if conditions in addition. For instance, you can do SUMIF, which is the range that you're evaluating, which is this one. Let's say I want the total salary of the IT department. So I select all of the departments, and then next I'll put in my criteria. It will be IT, since I'm looking for the IT department only. And then I'll put in my sum range from here to here. So you notice that it adds Bob and Deanna. Yeah, it's called SUMIF. Okay, next up I'll show you how to do VLOOKUP. Here. Okay, let's delete this. So in this table we have product type, which is 1, 2, and 3. Also here we have the unit price. So what we want to do is that we want to match the product type with the unit price. So then we'll use VLOOKUP. Remember, you always start with the equal sign. Equal VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP. Here. And now you want to select the lookup value, which is the one that you're evaluating, which is this column. And then you want to select the table of array, which is this one. And then this one, you want to select the value that you're looking for. So in this case, I want the unit price for every product type. So I'll select unit price. And then last one, you choose true here. So there you have it, the full set. So VLOOKUP is very useful in the workplace. Essentially, you want to look up for things with different values that you want to pull. Oh yeah. Next up, I'll show you how to create a pivot table. So a pivot table essentially means that this table will combine all the same value together and then evaluate. Okay, I'll demonstrate. Okay, here you select the table. Hold on. You select the table. Go to insert pivot table. new worksheet, so it will open up another worksheet for you. Don't worry about it. So here it says create a pivot table, total revenue by category. So first you want to filter out the category. I'll put it in rows. Here you see all of the categories are in here. There's only two types category, which is electronics and accessories. So next we want a total revenue, so we put revenue in the value. Here it says sum of the value, total revenue. Here essentially you can also do product or category, product, put it in here. So yeah, it shows the product and the category and the total revenue. The cool thing here is that you can create charts using the pivot table, and people usually do that. So you select the table, and then you go to insert chart. Here you go, you have a column, line, pie, bar. It depends on what you're doing to select the appropriate table. Here I'll select column. So here's the example for it. Next up, we'll move on to conditional formatting, which means that you want to kind of filter out the value. So I'll make an example here. So you select your data, which is this one. You go to home, conditional formatting, and then you manage rules. In here you create a new rule. So let's say if the completion is over 80, then it's green, and it's below that it's red. Let's say that. So you go to format all cells based on the value, and then you do where is it? Icon sets here. So it says when the value is larger or equal to 80%, then it's green. When it's below 80 and to 0, set to 0, then it's red. Here. So as you can see, the one with the completion over 80 is marked as green, while the one who's below 80 marked as red. And from that, you can also create another rule based on the completion. Here, I'll do data bar. So it shows the completion that you can. It's like a mini chart inside of the cells here. So as you can see, 100% covers the whole cell, while 80% or 90% covers only a part of it. So yeah, that's one of the things very useful, by the way. Yeah. And next up, I wanna show you something very efficient. This saved me a lot of time while I'm doing Excel. I'll show you in a sec. Where is it? It's if you select the table. Hold on. You select the table, and then you double click, and you find filter, and it'll apply applies the filter in your table. So here you can do all kind of things. Like if you wanna sort out the high status personally, then you do high, and then it will only show the high ones. Same with the other things. This is actually really useful, especially when you do surveys, when there's yes and no responses. It's important to figure out who says yes and who says no. So it's something to notice. And also, this is just a small trick, but notice that whenever I double click on the top of the column, kind of resized. This is kind of useful. Or the other thing can be, say, Charlie. So here, if it's too long, then you go wrap text, and then it will wrap the whole text here. So you don't have to kind of worry about the words are getting longer and longer. And also, sometimes your title. Sometimes your title is too long. Then you want to change the orientation by go to home, click orientation, and then rotate text up. So here, you kind of save up some space. Notice that? And if you want to resize all of the column, you select all of the column here, and then double click on any of them. So it will automatically resize all of the column. So, well, I think that's it for my tutorial on how all the basic tricks that you can do on Excel. And you've learned formulas, pivot table, conditional formatting, data validation, filter, shorting, charts. Try out the exercise yourself and let me know if you have any questions or if you struggle. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more quick Excel tutorials.